Today, I'm going to talk to you about how to get motivated, how to feel passionate about the tasks that need to get done. Hello, my lovelies. I'm Dr. Sonia, your daily motivational coach. I will start off by saying that no matter how motivated we are, there are usually some tasks or some days that we just don't feel like doing anything. It could be doing your bed or laundry or even showing up to work on a Monday morning. So how do you get yourself moving when you just don't feel like it? In this video, I'm going to share with you my 4 most powerful strategies that I use to get myself motivated. Now, using these 4 motivational strategies, I was able to get a PhD in psychological medicine and I was able to grow 2 startup businesses from $0 into multi-million dollar ventures. I also use these motivational strategies to motivate me to get to my goals quicker. Now, at the moment, I am writing my second book. I am just about to launch an online motivational course, and my days are packed with shooting for social media content, script writing, seeing clients, having meetings, and doing seminars. And sometimes all this can be so overwhelming. And that's when I use my powerful motivational strategies to shake me up and keep me going. Now let's dive into these 4 powerful strategies. Now the first strategy is you need to manage your daily to-do list. Now this may sound so obvious and basic, but if you have 20 things on your to-do list, it's going to get overwhelming for you. You will end up making excuses on why you can't complete those tasks, and you will probably give up altogether and end up sitting in front of the television watching shows. Now, what I have found to be very effective is this strategy. When I get to work, I make myself a cup of coffee and I list down the 6 most important tasks I need to achieve for the day. Only 6 tasks. After completion of every 2 tasks, I will give myself a 10-minute break. And this gives me immense satisfaction when I start ticking off these tasks. Now, by following this strategy, you will feel like you have achieved quite a lot by the end of the day, and you will still be able to go out for coffee at night or catch up with your friends. So remember, the list has to have 6 most important tasks that need urgent attention. And beneath these 6 tasks, you can add 3 more tasks that are not so important, but you can do them after you finish your 6. So the 6 are most important and the 3 are not so important. Now, even after having all your tasks listed, there may be still days when you just don't feel motivated to get up, get dressed, and to pursue your dreams. When you don't feel motivated to do something, you will automatically come up with a long list of reasons as why you should not be doing that task. You might say to yourself that it's too difficult, or you don't have the right skills, or you probably find the task is very boring. Now, these type of thoughts will keep you stuck, and eventually you'll feel frustrated, disappointed, and you might be tempted to give up. And that's when I use my second strategy. This is where you need to learn to trick your mind. And how do you trick your mind? Well, what you do is you start arguing with that thought and you state the exact opposites. So when you don't feel like exercising today, argue all the reasons why you should exercise. So if you say to yourself, I don't feel like exercising today, but say, if I do exercise, I will get to my goal weight and I'll feel good about myself. So you see, the first thought is negative. I don't feel like exercising today. But the second thought is more upbeat and powerful. But if I exercise, then I will get to my goal weight and I'll feel good about myself. Another example is pretty common to all of us. It's the Monday morning blues. So you may be thinking, I really don't want to go into work today. I want to go out and have some more fun with my friends. Maybe I should call my boss and tell him I'm sick. Now what you do is you argue with that thought and say to yourself, but if I go into work, I will be able to complete my work in time. And after that, I can still meet up with my friends. So here you're telling yourself that yes, I will catch up with my friends, but after I go into work and complete my work. Another example is I don't feel like doing housework today. But if I do it, then I will have less stress next week. And if we have visitors over the weekend, the house will look clean. Another excuse could be I don't feel like cooking tonight. But if I cook tonight, then I will be feeding my body with good home-cooked, nutritious food. This way, you are training your mind to focus on the positive outcomes if you do the task. Now, the third powerful strategy is what I called delayed reward. So you got your to-do list ready and you've convinced your mind, but these tasks still look overwhelming or they look boring. Maybe you have a pile of laundry to do, but you don't feel like doing laundry. Or you have a presentation to put together, but you just don't feel that motivation. So this is what I do. I typically tell myself so that I can get the tasks done. So I say, if I get these 6 tasks today, I'm going to reward myself. For example, if I get the laundry done, vacuum the house and fold the clothes, I can watch some TV, but only after I get these tasks done. Or if I put together half the presentation, then I can go out and have a coffee with a friend. Or if I lose 3 kilos this month, I can go and buy myself a nice handbag. So in this case, you typically list down your 6 tasks that you need done on the day, and then you reward yourself. Here you are trying to put together non-exciting tasks with a pleasurable reward. Now, as you do these tasks, make sure you tick them off so that you get a sense of achievement and satisfaction. Now, other examples of rewards are if you write down 3 hours of, say, a script or some presentation, you can go for a 10-minute walk. Or after a 45-minute workout in the gym, you can have 1 piece of chocolate. Or after you spend 3 hours working on a project, you can go for 5 minutes on social media. So these are other kinds of rewards you can give yourself after you finish the tasks. And the 4th strategy I use is I try and pair something I don't like with something I like to do. For example, if I have to put together a presentation and I just don't feel motivated, then I'll go to the nearest coffee shop and do it in there. That way, I get to be in a completely different setting from my work office, and whilst enjoying a cup of coffee, I can put together the presentation in a not so formal environment. Or another example is if I don't feel like doing the laundry, I will put on my favorite music. This will boost my mood and I will get my laundry done whilst listening to some upbeat music. Now, other things you can do is you can call a friend and talk whilst you're vacuuming or cleaning your house. You can go for a walk and at the same time listen to some powerful, positive podcast. What you could do is you could watch your favorite show whilst folding your clothes. So these are things you can pair together. If you find one task boring, do it with something that you enjoy. And finally, remember that don't focus on what's wrong in your life. Start focusing on the little achievements you're having along the way. I have usually found that many people often pay attention to those tasks that they were not able to complete, and they feel disappointed in themselves. But by continually focusing on negative thoughts, you will feel less motivated to complete your tasks. Although it's important to recognize areas in our lives where we are not giving our 100%, we should not allow this to define who we really are. Instead, shift your focus on the things you're achieving throughout the day, even if they're really small. Something simple as doing your bed in the morning can be looked as an achievement. It's not on your to-do list, but you still did it and it counts. Driving to work may not be on your to-do list, but you still drove to work and that counts. When you focus on your achievements, you'll start to feel more motivated. And finally, don't be too hard on yourself. If you get stuck or you feel unmotivated, that does not mean there is something wrong with you. On the contrary, it just shows that you're a human being and it's okay to feel like this once in a while. Unfortunately, we are all trying to be so perfect in an imperfect world, but it's okay to take a break, go for a walk, listen to some music, and come back when you're feeling a bit more re-energized. And everyone struggles with motivation at one time or another, so it's just not you alone. The way you respond to your lack of motivation is what really matters. And finally, be kind to yourself. Incorporate these 4 strategies whenever you feel like you're lacking self-motivation, and I'm sure you will soon be back to your normal, productive, energetic self bubbling with lots of ideas. Now, I hope that helped for today's session on motivation. I thank you so much for listening to this video. Please do like and subscribe, and until next time, stay blessed.